have to sit in the house that's way too small for your family, that's grown, because you're loving that 1.79% interest rate, you can take it elsewhere.
I am so pleased today to have with me Samantha Power from the Mortgage Center. We're going to talk about planning your next move. If you're a first-time seller or someone who hasn't bought or sold a home in maybe a decade, big question we often get is, where does my down payment come from, or how do I come up with that deposit?
Deposit and down payment are two totally different things. Your deposit is given at the time of purchasing your new property. Hey, I'm going to give you a great deal of money here to tell you that I'm not walking away from this purchase and helping the sellers feel a little bit more confident, where your down payment is the total amount of money that you're putting into the home, and then the mortgage covers the difference. When it comes to somebody who currently owns a property and you're selling and purchasing a new home, generally your deposit comes from within the property and the equity, just like your down payment does, versus somebody like a first-time home buyer will generally have a down payment saved and they can pull their deposit from that. So their RSPs or their savings or TFSA, first-time home savings account. Somebody who is selling their current home, the most common place we see people pull money from is their home equity line of credit, right, if they have them. Another is borrowing money from mom and dad at any age, really.
Absolutely. If you don't have savings,
if you don't have savings, and I was going to say the next one would be savings.
People will call us and say, listen, I'm planning my next move, but I am waiting out my mortgage term, and that's coming up for renewal the end of 2025. So I can't move yet because I have to finish out that term. Is that true?
No.
I know the answer, but tell me the differences on what they can do if they want to move sooner.
It is super common right now. My mortgage isn't due for another year or two, and right now they're carrying pandemic rates, which some people are carrying, you know, that 1.79% fixed rate. Enjoy it, because you're not getting it back. So they seem to think you have to wait. Or we hear, I don't want to lose that rate, so I'm going to hold off on either needing to downsize or upsize my home. There's a thing called porting your mortgage, where you can take your current mortgage to a new property. Now, there is conditions on that. There's also an option of blending and extending your mortgage, which gives you the option of taking your current rate, today's new rates, and they blend those two rates and give you a rate in between. So you can extend out your term and take that to a new property as well. Porting your mortgage also comes with no penalty, generally, or if there's a penalty charge, they'll reimburse it to you.
Every bank allow that?
No.
Blend and extend or a porting, okay.
No. Mortgages are not a one-size-fits-all option. There's so many different lenders, so many different mortgage products. One of my most famous quotes is, if something seems too good to be true, it normally is. You will see mortgage rates quoted online that often come with no prepayment privileges, the ability to port is not there. Right. If you need to break your mortgage midterm, the property has to be sold, or massive penalties. Understanding the mortgage product that you're being put in and working with a professional is incredibly important, because your mortgage is a massive, massive part of your life.
If you had any tip for someone who's looking to plan their next move, what would it be?
This is where the script kind of flips. First-time home buyers, you will hear real estate agents say, call me after you spoke to your mortgage broker. If you are somebody that is selling your home and purchasing a new one, you will hear from your mortgage broker, contact me after you talk to your real estate agent. It all comes down to, what is your house going to sell for? One of my number one questions that I ask is, what would be the bottom dollar that you are willing to accept for the sale of your property? And I will run all the numbers off of that. Anything above that you get on the sale is extra, and we can rerun numbers. But my biggest piece of advice is talking to your real estate agent if you're planning on selling your home, and generally, especially in today's market, in the area that you're looking, is working with somebody local. It makes a massive difference.